Welcome back to Past and Present, the place where we time travel through the cozy, quirky, and sometimes downright weird corners of our shared past. Today, we're diving into the Christmas season the way 1970s and 80s kids remember it. Warm, incandescent lights, crunchy tinsel, and a stack of toy catalogues thick enough to be a doorstop. If you grew up then, you'll feel it in your bones. If you didn't, welcome to a different kind of holiday magic. Let's unwrap 15 forgotten Christmas memories only 70s and 80s kids truly remember. Number 1, the Sears Wish Book ritual. This wasn't just a catalogue, it was a ceremony. You'd sprawl on the carpet, circle toys with a pen, fold pages, and negotiate with siblings like miniature lawyers. You memorized prices, accessories, and model numbers as if you'd be quizzed at dinner. Parents pretended not to notice the dog-eared sections, but everybody knew the negotiations had officially begun. Number 2, big bulb lights that burned hot and smelled like Christmas. Before LEDs, strings came with large glass bulbs in saturated reds, greens, blues, and oranges. If one bulb died, the whole strand went dark, and Dad would hunt for the culprit like a detective. Those lights were warm to the touch, literally. You knew it was December when the living room had that faint, heated plastic and pine scent. Number 3, tinsel icicles and the great family debate. Some families tossed them by the handful, others placed each strand one by one. Carpets ate tinsel, pets wore tinsel, and months later you'd still find a few strands hiding under the couch. It caught the light like snow in a street lamp and made even the wonkiest tree look glamorous. Number 4, bubble lights and ceramic trees. Bubble lights were little science experiments clipped to branches, tiny tubes that gurgled and shimmered once they warmed up. And in the corner, a ceramic tabletop tree with glowing plastic pegs cast a gentle motel lobby glow across the room. It was kitschy, it was cozy, and no one thought twice about it. Number 5, TV specials that aired once, and that was it. You cleared your schedule for Rudolph, Frosty, or the year without a Santa Claus because there were no replays and no streaming. The TV Guide holiday issue was your master plan. You adjusted the rabbit ears, pleaded with the weather to behave, and raced to the set when the stop-motion opening credits rolled. If you missed it, you waited a whole year. Number 6, recording Christmas mixtapes off the radio. You hovered by the stereo, finger on the record button, trying to cut out the DJ's intro before Last Christmas or Wonderful Christmas Time. The tape had a hiss, the songs had personality, and the handwritten tracklist had little snowflakes and candy canes sketched in the margins. Then you wrapped the cassette as a gift and felt like a producer. Number 7, Polaroid magic and film you had to wait for. Family photos glowed under flash cubes and square Polaroids that developed like a snowstorm turning into a scene. If it wasn't instant, you finished the roll, dropped it off, and waited days for prints. Opening envelopes of glossy photos felt like discovering evidence of how magical your own life looked in December. Number 8, mall Santas, instant photos and paper frames. The line snaked around faux snowbanks and candy cane stanchions. An elf would staple a Polaroid into a cardboard frame with the mall's logo and a glitter border. You clutched a candy cane, sticky and peppermint strong, while your cheeks were still warm from the flash. It was loud, chaotic, and absolutely perfect. Number 9, department store windows and downtown nights. Before everything moved online, you went into town just to look. Animatronic toy trains circled sugar mountains. Mechanical elves hammered toy parts. Your breath fogged on the glass as your parents held gloved hands, and you held a paper bag hot with roasted chestnuts or a bakery treat. The city looked like a movie set, and for one night, you were the star. Number 10, the Yule log broadcast and channel idents that felt like home. Some cities played a looping fireplace with soft carols, just a crackling log and ambient cheer, and every network had a wintry station ID with bells, trumpets, and swirling ribbons that told you, without words, it was the holidays. You didn't just watch TV, you participated in a seasonal ritual. Number 11, the NORAD Santa hotline and tracking by imagination. Long before map apps, you called a number or listened for updates between songs on the radio. Santa has just left Reykjavik, a cheerful voice declared, and suddenly, bedtime felt non-negotiable. You pressed your face to a frosty window and swore you saw blinking red somewhere far off. Number 12. School crafts that shed glitter until July. paper chains, cotton ball snowmen, macaroni wreaths painted with tempera, and orange clove pomanders that made the classroom smell like a medieval feast. You marched home with a project held delicately like a crown jewel, and it went straight on the fridge or onto the tree. It wasn't perfect, it was priceless. Number 13. The toy aisles and the Kmart blue light shockwave. Stores felt like festive labyrinths, metal shelves packed with boxed wonders, aisles echoing with squeaky cart wheels and plastic crinkle. When the blue light special flashed, parents surged and kids stared, wide-eyed like a comet had passed overhead. Layaway counters hummed. Gift receipts were rare, choices mattered. Number 14. VCRs, clunky tapes, and the blinking 12 o'clock. In the early 80s, taping a TV special was an art. You set the timer, prayed it worked, and ended up with a VHS that started 5 minutes late and included 2 commercials for toy racetracks. The permanent label had messy handwriting. Rewatching it, grain and all, felt like possessing a private holiday channel. Number 15. The Danish cookie tin that never had cookies in January. In December, it was shortbread heaven. By New Year's, it was a sewing kit. Every home had one, with a thimble rolling around like a festive maraca. You learned that holiday joy sometimes wears disguises, and that the smell of thread and sugar can coexist. Bonus flashes you can probably still feel: crackly vinyl Christmas albums on the family stereo, a fondue or cheese night where even the forks felt special, evergreen wreaths tied with velvet ribbon, scratchy sweaters that looked better than they felt, condensation on the inside of the window while you pressed your face to the glass, and the muffled quiet of a street transformed by fresh snow. And the gifts. Not just what they were, though some were legends: the handheld games that devoured 9-volt batteries, the action figures with stiff elbows and impossibly cool vehicles, the first game console hooked up with a fragile RF switch, but how they appeared. That slow unwrapping. The collective gasp. Batteries not included. A parent kneeling on a carpet with a tiny screwdriver in one hand and an assembly manual in the other while you vibrated like a hummingbird. The food had its own soundtrack: the clatter of roasting pans, the pop of a bottle stopper, the slap of aluminum foil on leftover trays. Bowls of mixed nuts with a metal cracker, ribbon candy that looked like glass, clementines with leaves still attached like they'd been picked for you personally. Chocolate coins wrapped in gold foil scattered across the coffee table like pirate treasure. And the house. It didn't look like a magazine. That was the point. Lights bunched in a corner because the string was too short. Ornaments with stories, a macaroni star from kindergarten, a delicate glass bauble from a grandparent's tree, a lopsided felt reindeer whose one eye never quite stuck. The tree leaned a little. The love didn't. What makes these memories different isn't just the technology or the toys, it's the scarcity of them. Moments arrived once, one airing, one photo, one chance to catch the song, so you arranged your whole evening around them and remembered them precisely because you had to. You didn't collect content, you collected time. The glow of those big bulbs, the hiss of the tape deck, the crunch of tinsel underfoot. None of it was perfect. That's why it was perfect. If this episode unlocked a drawer inside your memory, tell us what you remember most. The Wish Book, the blue light specials, the school crafts, or the blinking VCR. Drop your own forgotten memory in the comments and help build the world of past and present, one story at a time. And if you're new here, subscribe for more deep dives into the objects and rituals that shaped who we are. Until next time, may your lights be warm, your cocoa be hot, and your memories glow just a little brighter. Happy holidays from past and present.